Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode too many to count of another insanely strong Paradox Pokemon. However, this is a special case that deserves an award. Today I would like to present an award for the best offensively designed rock type to the one and only Iron Bob the Boulder, the Paradox form of Terrakion. Please give it a round of applause. The Mad Lads at Game Freak finally managed to design a phenomenal offensive rock type, Iron Rock. Iron Boulder has vastly exceeded my expectations and potentially many others as well. Where it lacks in its animated design, it makes up for it in its insane offensive presence. So what makes this Pokemon so great, you might ask? First of all, Iron Boulder has an incredible stat spread. It has a solid 120 attack stat, insanely fast speed stat at base 124, and great bulk for a Pokemon with these offensive stats, with its spread of 90 HP and 80-108 defenses. Iron Boulder's speed is what really stands out, as it is the fastest relevant Pokemon, with its ability Quark Drive, which boosts its highest stat by 30% or 50% if that stat is speed, when electric terrain is active or when it's holding the booster energy item. With booster energy, this Pokemon is able to outspeed the entire Gen 9 overused metagame. Yes, this includes Iron Valiant, the previously most common booster energy user known for its incredible speed, and this includes the fastest Pokemon legal in the tier right now, Deoxys speed itself. Couple this with its great 120 base attack stat and you get yourself a threatening late game sweeper. Of course, there are more factors that play a part in Iron Boulder's success. Unfortunately, its typing is not one of those. When I saw Rock Psychic typing, I was immediately skeptical of this Pokemon. But can you really blame me? Think about the only two Pokemon that have this horrible typing. Yes, you are correct. Solrock and Lunatone. Do I really need to say more? I absolutely hate these Pokemon with a passion that I cannot explain. So of course I'm biased to this terrible typing. And even though Iron Boulder is great, this typing does hold it back, but maybe for its own good, as it might have just been too good if given a better typing. Let me explain why this typing is horrible. Offensively, Rock Psychic is easily walled by Steel types, one of the best defensive types in the game. Rock is actually a great offensive typing, but physical rock types are notoriously mediocre, as Stone Edge is the strongest physical rock move, which is not reliable, and weaker moves like Rock Slide are still not reliable, but also weaker, whereas physical psychic moves are also very bad, with Zen Headbutt having respectable damage but being unreliable, and Cycle Cut, which is very weak. Defensively, this typing is also horrible. Rock Psychic is weak to common attacking types like Ground, Ghost, Steel, Water, Grass, and Dark, and U-Turn. It does have a natural resist against extreme speed, so that's cool, so it cannot be revenge killed by that. I will also say that its rock typing is valuable to check dangerous Pokemon like Iron Moth. It can even somewhat circumvent its typing with Terastallization, which we will cover in a second. However, it seems that Game Freak has somewhat learned from the past after how many years, as Iron Boulder is able to overcome a lot of these problems, both offensive and defensively. Iron Boulder has been blessed with an incredible signature move, Mighty Cleave. This is a physical rock move with 95 base power, and here's the kicker, it is 100% accurate, you all. Another round of applause for the Mad Lads at Game Freak. If this move couldn't be even better, it also goes through Protect, making this Pokemon a great stall breaker that is hard to scout out. Iron Boulder also has amazing coverage for Steel types with both Close Combat and Earthquake, pretty much the best coverage options you could ask for. Lastly, but perhaps the most important part, this Pokemon is also blessed with Swords Dance as a setup option, making it even more threatening as a sweeper, and it does have the bulk to get a Swords Dance off, especially as its special defense is quite high. You would love to see it. This rock type has basically everything it could ask for. A great rock step attack, amazing coverage, great setup, and amazing offensive stats. With Terastallization, Iron Boulder can gain a better typing, which makes revenge killing it even more difficult and setting up even easier. With Terra fighting, it gains a resist to dark attacks, while also gaining a stab boost on close combat. This prevents Pokémon like Sucker Punch, Kingambit and Choice Scarf Darkrai from coming in and stopping Iron Boulder from sweeping, while providing it with another great stab move. Terra Fairy achieves something similar by giving it a better defensive typing that provides a dark resist. Even though most of the stuff I have told you about Iron Boulder is great, this Pokémon does not come out without its downsides. Yes, we mentioned the typing, but this Pokémon also has more issues. First of all, it is basically forced to hold booster energy if you want it to sweep, as electric terrain teams are not really viable at all, meaning it cannot really use other items like Life Orb or Choice Band for more damage. If you do decide to run these items, you basically have no ability and makes revenge killing this Pokémon way easier. Adding to that point, this Pokémon effectively only has one chance to sweep, as booster energy is a one-time use item. This means that if you are forced to switch out, it is unlikely that you will be able to sweep after. Iron Boulder still has counterplay as well, regardless of its set. Golden Go, especially with Air Balloon, is able to take all of its moves even at +2 and can retaliate back with Make It Rain. Unaware users like Dondozo and Skeledirge are easily able to tank hits and threaten it with a water move or burn respectively. Gliscor and Landorus are also able to take any hit from Iron Boulder and hit it back with Earthquake. Alomomola can also easily live a hit and threaten with a Scald Burn. Even the new Pokemon Hydrapple can live an attack and threaten back. Offensively, this Pokemon can be revenge killed, though limited. As mentioned earlier, Sucker Punch, Kingambit and Choice Scarf Darkrai can take it out unless it does use a Terra. Water Shuriken from Greninja is able to achieve something similar. Centaur's Excadrill is always able to revenge kill this Pokemon as well. Iron Boulder also suffers from 4 move slot syndrome, although not to an extreme amount. Ideally it wants to run Mighty Cleave, Swords Dance, Close Combat, Earthquake and Zen Headbutt, but it has to choose 4 out of the 5. If you drop Zen Headbutt, you will lose a stab move and struggle against Pokemon like Great Tusk, Iron Valiant and Zamazenta. And if you drop Earthquake, you struggle against Pokemon like Golden Go. And if you drop Close Combat, you struggle against Pokemon like Ting-Lu. So it cannot beat everything with one set, though most of it can. All in all, Iron Boulder is the best offensive designed rock type, in my opinion, the franchise has ever seen. And it has already seen mass success in the Gen 9 Overuse tier since it has been available to use. Despite it being a pretty one-dimensional Pokemon, it still manages to provide great value to a team, especially since it is able to revenge kill pretty much everything in the game. Let me know your thoughts about Iron Boulder and consider liking the video and subscribing if you are new and want to see more. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.